Hello! Hello, everyone. Let's do theater mode. Gonna mute that for now. Your questions answered. Alright, let's put the cover away. Then I'm gonna adjust this so we can have fun. There we go. Dancing. Toby loves this song. Let's go. Brawl Wi-Fi greater than Skullgirls. Wow, I might have to ban you, Black Doom. I might have to. For the first time, we might have to ban someone for an incorrect opinion. But guys, I got something special. For to do for today's stream. It was brought to my attention that some people didn't know what food I was talking about when I was talking about a Jamaican beef patty. So here we go. We're doing Feasting with the Greek guys. Hello everyone! Darkside Theo here, and I'm here to do a special episode of Feasting with the Greek. Okay, now originally this was gonna be like a DSC tries it, but after talking to all of my chat viewer people, they all said that I should actually do a feasting video, okay, or stream, right? It's gonna be like really interactive. As you know, I love being interactive. Okay, so let's get started. So on today's feasting with the Greek, I want a great video, right? I'm gonna try premium bass coffee, okay? So this is a hot and cold drink. It's black coffee, okay? I never had Bass before. I did have, there's this one coffee I had that had milk in it. It was pretty good, but it was really creamy, okay? By the way, I do have water on deck, okay, in case something bad happens. But let's show off the food. So I got this thing called a Jamaican beef patty, okay? So this is what it looks like. And there's beef inside, okay? Now, this is also pretty hot, so it might like burn my mouth, okay? I've had this before when I was like a kid, and it was actually pretty good, okay? So I'm gonna wait a bit because it's gonna probably be way too hot. Okay. Alright, let's take a bite, okay? Mmm. Mmm. That's really good. That's really good food, dude. It's like crunchy and like spicy. It's like really good. And there's like a whole lot of it. Okay? So like it's really good. It's actually really filling. I'm already full pretty much, okay? But I'm gonna keep eating. But this is really good. Mmm. Man, it's like tasty. Mmm. Yeah, you can really hear the Jamaican beef. It's really loud. I really like this. This is really good. This is really delicious, dude. Whoa, man, it's so hot. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna put this away for now. Now let's try this coffee. Now I don't know if I should shake it. Does it say shake anywhere? I don't think so. Well, I'll do like a light shake. Alright, let's see if I can open this. Now I was told that this is also like hot and to not like expect anything, okay? Wow. This is so this is so hard to open. Oh my god. Dude, why is it so hard to open? There we go. Oh my god, that was like so hard. Alright. I hope this is good. Mmm. This is pretty good. It's actually like, it tastes like coffee. It's like really bitter, but it's like not like, it's insanely bitter, you know? And I do like that it comes in this like tin can. It's pretty cool. You know, I can drink some of it and then I can like save it for later. That's pretty neat, man. Now I bought this at a Japanese store that is like near me, and they have all this kind of like ramen and noodles, and that's really good. So I really like that. Mmm. This is really good. I think I lucked out. Does it have kick to it? It does have a kick to it. Let me try again. Let me try this again. Mmm. Yeah, it definitely has a premium kick. Yeah, man. It tastes like, you know, it like kicks you awake. Pretty much. You know, it's pretty good. So the beef patty and the coffee, pretty good, man. Okay, enough of that. I can't keep up with the bit because as I was trying to mimic the chewing on the beef patty, it was like going everywhere. I was like, oh, I don't want to like eat the whole coffee like that. The beef patty like that. But you know what? I am gonna open a music app. Let's listen to Zelda again. Watch, he's gonna just now be on mic. I want to listen to this one song. It's called Maladies. Final Battle, there it is. I love this song. Ba 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 ba. How's everyone doing today? Uploading a new vid? That's cool. So one time I ordered 2 beef patties, and it was kind of a mistake because I had an upset stomach after it. I was like, this is like way too much food. I was like, oh man, this is like way too much food, and it was like kind of stuffed. But it's really good. Like my dad used to get these all the time for me, and oh man, they were so good. I'm doing pretty good. My brother sent me an app that had all these recipes on it, and I was trying to cook some stuff, and I discovered one of my favorite fries now. I didn't do the full recipe, I only did the stuff I wanted that I could do, whatever. But, you take, like, you put olive oil in a bowl, you mix it with, you mix olive oil with with paprika, chili powder, and you mix it, and then you put like each potato fry in that, and then you put it in the oven, and it was so good. It was spicy and tasty. I loved it. It was one of my favorite fries that I made. Yeah, I agree, Storm. So I was doing that. I made this one steak last night that was really good. I marinated it with olive oil, balsamic vinegar, parsley. There's something else. Oregano, obviously. There's like a few more other things, and that shit was good too. And it came out good too. I put it on the grill, left it on for a good amount of time. So it was really good. I was really glad that he sent me that app, because I've been wanting to do other kind of cooking. Hey, Joseph. Well, that's good, Black Doom. It's good to hear. Man. Yeah, you pretty much did. it's sloppy. Man. I did buy the new season pass for Guilty Gear. I'm gonna have to, I'll be right back. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll tell you all about Gold Lewis. Be right back.
Alright, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Ask the King. This is a
Let me tell you all about Gold Lewis and if he's worth it.
Your questions live here on the stream for about 2 to 3 hours. It's usually a really fun time, really chill time. Lots of interaction because people typically chime in on the topics that I
Oh, he's here.
So let's talk a little bit about that. So first of all, this is pre-stream. It's going to be short. This pre-stream will be very short compared to the typical pre-stream. No extended news or anything like that. In fact, all I will say, guys, is if you do contribute during today's stream, it is greatly appreciated. This is considered a normal stream for me.
I don't know if I wanted to do art
normal goals and stuff in mind. If you either become a channel member, or you do a super chat or a super sticker, or you tip me, I will give you a live shout out during the stream. Although I will say this up front, I am focusing on answering your questions from the forums and Twitter first. If you guys do contribute during the stream and interject or whatever, I will answer your question, but it has to be between the stuff that I'm already answering. Okay, I'm not gonna drop everything just to answer a random question that pops up with, say, a super chat or something like that. But I promise you, I will get to it. Okay, we do have the usual.
He will get to it. He will.
$50 in tips. I put on my Gunner glasses. $100. I put on a vest of your choice. My vests are actually currently in the dryer, so they'll be dry by the time that
Why not do this on your day off?
If we do hit the $100 tips goal, that is. So
why?
what vests are eligible today? Today we're gonna go with.
And why doesn't he wash the ones that aren't in the rotation?
The camo and the gold.
Okay.
Those are the ones that are gonna be eligible today. Red,
Whatever.
denim, camel, and gold. Curious to see what you guys will vote for between all of those. Okay. Alrighty then. Now, if we raise $150 in tips, I will just say thank you because normally I would put on the cowboy hat, but this is Ask the King. And when I do Ask the King, I'm already wearing the cowboy hat.
Oh, nice. Free cowboy
The
hat.
already comes into play before we even start. So, thank you in advance to anyone.
Wow, guys. We
got
got a free cowboy hat, boys.
Today, I really appreciate
You did it.
that. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the show. The way it's going to work is first I'm going to answer forum questions. People who posted up on my website, thekingofhate.com.
Oh, shit, this is open? Oh,
then we're going to go to Twitter questions.
Hold on, let's see.
And then if there's time, if time permits, which usually it does, we'll probably let some people ask some open questions in the stream chat.
Okay.
And just go from there.
I thought it was going like fucking do some bullshit.
Recorded and uploaded
almost
to
scared
my
me.
vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs. So if you can't stick around for the entirety of the show, maybe you asked a question but you can't be here live, you want to see if later on it got answered, you can check it out on my vlogging channel later today once it goes live. Okay? Now for
I'll
future
do a
shows,
new
if you want to get your questions answered,
thing.
there are 3 ways to do it. You can either post up on my forums at thekingofhate.com. In fact, the thread is already there for next month's episode. Excuse me, for the next episode, which is in 2 months. It should be around the end of September. Okay?
Oh,
So,
wow, it's massively
We'll
delayed.
see how that goes, you know, with people posting up questions for that. That's the best chance to get your question answered. If you post it on the forums, I go through that thoroughly.
Oh, that's
and I
pretty
screen all
bad.
the questions and I pick the best one.
That's pretty
That's
bad.
the best way to get your question answered.
Holy shit.
Now, during the afternoon that I'm working on the show, you can post up on my Twitter at
Oh,
ESPN.
yeah,
But that's
no,
a very
get
narrow
rid of
window,
this.
about roughly 45 minutes.
No,
where I
no,
will
no.
accept questions from Twitter.
Holy
And then, of course,
moly,
if you're here
dude.
live for the show,
That's
you can
a
also get your
pretty
question
bad
answered.
delay.
There is actually another way that you can get questions answered for sure. That's to become a patron of mine. If you go to patreon.com/darksidephil,
Patreon,
you go to
dude.
the $20 perk level, that is a guaranteed detailed answer to your question live on the show. Some people take advantage of it. Some people don't. Some people pledge and then actually don't post up a question, which is perfectly fine if you just want to support. But it is an option. Just so you guys know, throwing that out there, that is an option to get your question answered on the show. Okay? Now.
Oh my god, it's still delayed.
Here.
Come on. Huh. Why does he laugh like that?
Getting everything in position here for the show.
Ah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I did not get a lot of questions for today's
I'll be honest.
Half the forum questions were this one particular dipshit troll who just kept posting up troll shit that obviously I'm not going to answer.
That troll
so
shit.
Half the questions on the forums were fake, and I did get some good ones. Don't get me wrong. I did get some good questions, but if anything,
it might not be worth it to do art
really
then.
getting outdated.
It's like not
to the
even
point
a
where I
good
don't
delay.
even know
Like
if this is warranted moving forward as a show. If I am really grasping at straws to get enough questions to do the show, then it probably shouldn't exist anymore. Let's see how the show goes today. All right, and go from there. If it goes well, then I'll keep doing it. But if this, I'm not going to keep saying, hey, let's keep doing Ask the King, and people ask me for it, and then when the show comes, I have like 10 people who posted on the forums. Like, well, it's not enough for the show, man. So let's see how it goes today. Let's play it by ear. Maybe it'll end up going well. I don't know. Every time that I think that things are kind of dying down, maybe people don't want the show, then it ends up getting good again. So that is the show for right now.
This isn't bad.
Okay, that is the whole show, and this is going to be
not a
running,
lovely
starting in just a few
delay.
minutes. We're going to start.
Nope, it's
and
bad
gonna be
again.
running all the way through till at the earliest we'll end is like 3 p.m., but we'll probably go longer because it usually takes a long time to answer some of these questions. My typical end of stream time is around 4 p.m. And again, I'd appreciate anyone who supports the stream in any way, because this is typically a normal gameplay stream for me, but it's not today. It's something different. So I hope that you'll support it, especially if you like this ongoing show and that I keep doing it. Tonight, we will go back to regular gameplay.
Oh my god, no!
So, join me tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, for the endgame content. I don't know if we'll beat it, but we should get darn close, okay? Tomorrow, Friday, we're back to full days of gameplay streaming. It's going to be Fallout New Vegas continuing on the first stream, and then the late stream is going to be my throwback session of Street Fighter Fun.
What the fuck?
Okay? On Saturday,
Dude,
it's going to be the continuation of
Show
The
me
Legend
the
of Zelda
iPad.
Skyward Sword HD. We're heading into the 4th dungeon, and then Saturday night, We're gonna be doing, I believe,
Oh my god.
how did I schedule out Saturday night? I think I did a half and half stream. Because I think what I want to do is I really just want to finish Danganronpa. I want to get it done.
Danganronpa.
Okay? I don't want people saying this playthrough's unfinished. I just want to move on.
Well, people did pay for this that fucking playthrough. I don't know why.
No, you know what I'm going to do Saturday night is Mass Effect. That's right. See, there's so many lingering projects. It's frustrating me. Because I want to move on to new stuff. You guys want me to move on to new stuff. But I've been playing these games for so long. If I drop them, what a waste. And
what a waste.
We're upset. Okay? So, Saturday night is going to be Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition Endgame content. We're heading into the finale of the game. Sunday, it's going to be more Fallout New Vegas, and I'm going to do a second stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator on Sunday night. You guys really liked it last night. And instead of having an tutorial bullshit, instead we're just going to
I probably have to restart OBS
and things like that.
Okay.
It should be a really good time. I hope
sorry guys, no art for you.
Sunday night. Then on Monday, it's going to
be
more Fallout New
OBS
Vegas,
did
and
not,
that's going to be paired with the conclusion of Danganronpa. And if we finish Danganronpa and have extra time, we'll switch over and try to play even more of Mass Effect 3. Okay? So that's the agenda. Today, it's Ask the King, Danganronpa Endgame.
Maybe I should get the
Throwback Street Fighter. Saturday.
The iPad. Oh my god, why does it keep pausing? What is going on?
Skyward Sword and Mass Effect 3. And the good news about this is we are very close to concluding multiple things. Alright? And once we do conclude these multiple things, we essentially will be then be doing Game Pass stuff. Whether it's more Microsoft Flight Simulator, starting up a new game like The Medium, or doing more of a game like Grounded or whatever.
Oh boy,
we're gonna have time to actually do
for that?
stuff. You know, so now I do want to address something I talked about on Twitter this morning. I do feel it's important to bring it up. People are upset that I'm not playing The Ascent today.
Who's upset?
Is a new hybrid action RPG game set in a cyberpunk setting.
Who is this?
It's an indie title, but it's released exclusively on Microsoft venues. In particular, it's under Game Pass. People are playing it and liking it, and they're frustrated I'm not playing it today. Alright? It's very simple. I can't play 100 games at once. Right now, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas and Skyward Sword as the main daytime streams. I'm playing Danganronpa V3, which I'm near the end of, and Mass Effect 3, which I'm near the end of, as night streams. And I just started playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright? Danganronpa's been going on since March and is a 60-hour playthrough. Alright? Mass Effect 3 is now over 30-hour playthrough.
Maybe don't stream with a fucking schedule. Like, why doesn't he do some of these games on the day stream then?
Are incredibly lengthy. And you might say, well, why am I playing them? Because you picked them. Fallout New Vegas,
dude,
Danganronpa
okay. This is a YouTube stream, so, I mean, it is what it is. This dude always has to fucking blame the viewers. And this is what's so shitty about it. People participated in the viewers' choice marathons that he allowed them to do. And then it's like, alright, we want this game. And then he's just being this passive-aggressive bitch about it. Like, holy DSP, if you don't like these things to happen, don't give them these opportunities. Holy shit, it's like I'm like, guys, okay, I'm gonna let you guys pick the games that I'm gonna play on the next stream. And then guys, like, everyone voted for the fighting game. For a fighting game stream for last night's stream. Wow, guys, you fucking picked fighting games? I wanted to play Persona. You guys picked that? Wow!
3 are playthroughs that you guys picked for viewers' choice events. That's why I'm playing.
He's so appreciative of his fans, guys.
Mass Effect 3, you guys were screaming for a couple months ago when the Mass Effect collection came out. You wanted me actually to play all 3 games.
Wrong. Factually wrong. No one said this. If anything, people were begging him to not play it. If anything, no one asked for it. He chose to play it. Oh.
I skipped Mass Effect 2, but you guys were asking me to play all 3 back to back, and were angry when I skipped 2. Okay?
Oh my god, this dude, man.
Skyward Sword HD people asked me all year if I was going to play it. Ever since it was announced. Are you going to play it? We'd love to see you play it again. It's an old game.
No one asked for that either. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit, this dude is bending over to blame his face. Holy shit, I've never seen anyone do this.
Playing these games, it seems what happened is people always jump on the bandwagon of what's new. They always want to see
It's your fault.
Play whatever is
Oh
new,
my god,
right?
that's insane.
And I get that.
This
I
dude
feel
is
that
insane.
kind of vibe too. When a new game comes out and you're really excited to see someone maybe try out a brand new release, especially if you're not going to buy it right away and you want to see your most trusted content creator play that game.
This dude went insane.
All right. The good news is, with things like Game Pass now.
And then he blames them for like, I get it, guys. You want your favorite content. Oh my god, this dude is off his rocker.
In order to do that, like, I wouldn't even be able to play Microsoft Flight Simulator right now if it weren't for Game Pass and my Xbox Series X, but I'm doing it now, which is really sweet, right?
Dude,
so,
this Series X just sounds like a fucking punishment.
I can't play everything if you keep asking me to play everything. Do you understand? If you want me to play every game, then either, number one, I have to not play lengthy games that are going to take 80 hours and 4 months to beat, or I'm going to have to be a content creator that doesn't do full playthroughs.
Dude. I don't know if any of you were here for this situation that happened, right? Back when Persona 3 was a game that he was playing and he rage quit, everyone gave him shit saying, wow, Phil, I thought you did full playthroughs, whatever, because that was part of his banner, and everyone gave him shit for it. He asked one of his fans to make him a new banner to remove full playthroughs so that he doesn't feel obligated to do full playthroughs. And he ran with that for so long, and at the time, I knew it was bullshit. I knew he would still brag about full playthroughs all this time. Him removing it was just so that people wouldn't tweet at him about it. And then this is happening, and he's like, "Guys, do you want me to be a full playthrough guy or not?" Dude, you removed full playthroughs from your banner for this very reason, you dumb fuck. Holy shit!
Plenty of streamers and content creators out there. They play every game under the sun, but they don't finish anything. They literally just play each game and get a taste for each game, and maybe there's a select few of games that they actually go back and finish, but I'm not like that.
But you...
As you guys know.
This dude has done so many playthroughs where he said, we don't have to finish it. If you guys don't like it, we don't have to finish it. And then he does a full playthrough anyway. It's so obvious this dude just sticks with it because he's lazy and he can't fall back on any other game because he's not creative or a gamer. This dude is not a gamer. Oh,
I like to actually do playthroughs of games that I enjoy, and I put them up on YouTube as full playthroughs. That's always been my formula since the day I started making content.
But you removed it from your banner because, oh my god.
I didn't take it seriously. And I did playthroughs like Mercenaries 2 and highlights of my playthrough.
This
of
dude is fucking insane.
And highlights of Saints Row 2. And basically, when I was only doing the highlights, people said they wanted full playthroughs. There's missing too much content. Give us the full playthroughs. So I started doing that, and ever since then, it's all I've done, right? So it's come to the point where, like, I understand people want to see me play every new game, but I can't do it because you guys keep telling me to play things that are so lengthy to beat that it takes too long to try every game. Right now, if I weren't trying to rush to beat Danganronpa V3 and Mass Effect 3, absolutely I'd be playing The Ascent tonight. Why wouldn't I?
Now, look how appreciative he is for these fans who voted for these games that they wanted to see him play and all this stuff. I gotta rush to beat it. These people want him to play it, and he's like, I want to rush this to get this over with. Like, this dude is such a trash person to do this kind of shit. Like, you know, if I do polls, it's usually games that I want to play and I want to stream. But if I ask you guys what you want to see, is because I'm okay with anything. If I want to do something, I just fucking do it.
Beat these games that I've been playing for 60 plus hours, you know? So it's very simple, okay? You can't have it always, and I hope you guys understand that, okay? I would love to play every game. I can't unless you want me to be the kind of content creator that drops playthroughs out of nowhere and doesn't finish anything, all right? There has to be a balance somewhere.
Maybe
you don't want to
maybe you don't have to do these games every week.
Smaller games like The Ascent, then don't pick 80-hour playthrough games like Danganronpa V3 as a viewer's choice.
This dude has hyped up Game Pass and The Ascent as, oh, there's no risk. I can do these games. I can do it. There's no risk. and then he doesn't do them. Like, he could have done Flight Simulator on the day stream so he can get over the tutorial pretty fast. He doesn't have, like, he does have to do these games as a fucking weekly thing. He could do these games every 2 weeks or every month or whatever the fuck. Like, he doesn't have to do them every week, every day.
Choice event. You see what I'm saying? There has to be a balance here. There has to be. Fair enough.
Like, why do we have to come up with this?
And no, the solution isn't shorten the pre-stream. If you're saying that, I'm telling you right now, shut the fuck up. Adding an extra half an hour to stream every day does not allow me to play an entire different game. You don't know what you're talking about. That's your little pet peeve, nitpicking bullshit.
Pet peeve.
And it's not a solution. In fact, you're just annoying me when you say stupid shit like that. So, cut the shit out.
Cut the shit out. Fuck you.
So, that's the deal. I'm sorry that I'm not playing the Ascent today. Alright? Maybe, once we finish Danganronpa V3, and once we finish Mass Effect 3, within the next week or so, when that...
Now, the other thing he could have easily said, and guys, this is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna blow your mind that he didn't think about this. DSP could have easily just said, I can't play the Ascent right now. I'm playing all these other games. I'll play the Ascent later. That's all he had to say. He didn't have to go on this fucking rant about how his viewers are to blame for all this shit. Like, just say, I'm playing all these games right now. I'll do the Ascent later. Right now, I'm more interested in playing Danganronpa and Mass Effect 3. That's seriously all he has to fucking say. And this dude goes the toxic route. Much rather be toxic.
Then we can say, okay, well, guess what? There's at least another 1 to 2 weeks before
he can't replace Street Fighter. People love the Street Fighter streams, so Phoenix. Fucking wake up.
Some games like the Ascent, but we have to get to that point. What's the point of playing 60 hours into a game like Danganronpa? You're at the end, the narrative end of the game, the cliffhanger. Oh, let's stop playing it. No. It's not gonna happen.
Well, you promised a full playthrough, dude.
We're gonna talk shit. You're just
gonna piss me off,
I'm just gonna block you like I just did from someone in the chat right now who's a moron. So,
get that
one other
blocked.
thing I'm gonna say. All right. It needs to be officially said and stated publicly, and I'm laying down the law as of today.
Oh boy.
People need to stop talking about trolls. People need to stop focusing on trolls in their content. People just need to keep it out of my stream chat. Because in the last couple of weeks, I'm getting so many complaints now. Every day people are getting the arguments about it. Why are people talking about
the no trolls thing has been in his rules ever since he started streaming on Twitch. It is the oldest rule, and he never follows it.
We can't even talk about the games
because guess what, guys? During the night streams, he goes on these rants about the trolls.
It's always been against the rules. It's not something new. It's just that we've been very lax, especially with...
Why have you been lax?
From Twitch over to YouTube, I've been very lenient
with
things like this because I want to encourage people to come in here and feel good and say, oh, it's a new venue, I want to get used to it. But I can't just have people completely derailing streams every day anymore.
Oh!
Okay? So, you see
someone
who keeps talking about trolls in their content, you see someone who keeps bringing up things like that, they're going to get moderated and kicked out, and I've had enough. And there's going to be a no exceptions policy to this. You have to abide by the rules, and I can't have people coming and complaining to me about it. Okay? Now, on the positive side,
King Vanity's profile pic is Laura Palmer. You think King Vanity has the brain capacity for that show?
Since I jumped over to YouTube about 2 months ago to stream. Thank you to everyone who is a channel member. Remember the many benefits of becoming a channel member and the fact that the more members we have, the more emotes we unlock. It's a very positive thing. I fully believe that as we progress further into the year and I start playing these numerous new releases, you're going to see that channel member number grow. The problem is the last couple of months, there's been literally no high-profile new releases to bring anyone to the channel.
Yeah, that's the problem. No games.
Motivate them.
That's the problem.
Member.
By the way, guys, you like my panda?
Moving into the territory of
panda thing's pretty
things
cool,
are gonna pick up around here. Okay. Fair enough. All right. One tip to shout out today. Atlas Teleban to me $1.30 and says, I've been watching Ask the King since it was Fremerka's Ridicule, so please keep it. Atlas Teleban is one of the longest watching members of my content. And
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't believe that Fremerka's Ridicule was supposed to be Ask the King. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because the reason why he does Ask the King is because all these other YouTubers were doing fan Q&A, whatever, and he wanted to jump on that hype train, so...
You know, every single time.
And so, you're probably not gonna like this, but the reason why I picked the panda is because Makoto likes pandas, I like pandas, so, like,
demand for
two great minds think alike.
I really feel like this is a legacy show. This is a show from, you know, a long time ago, before I was an interactive streamer. It made sense to do a show like this because I wasn't answering questions at all. I was just playing games, and I didn't have a chance to really talk or
this gives me Persona 5
like
vibes, guys.
I do it on a daily basis. So, I hear you, Atlas. Let's see how the show goes today. All right? One shout out, a definable Titan. Let's get that up on the leaderboard.
I'm glad I can fast forward. Pretty cool, huh?
Cool.
Cool. Even he agrees.
All right. And that's about it. We're about to start, everybody. Get this show on the road. While I just saw it post, I'm like, wait a minute. Let's go ahead and let's turn that off, since it's now not pertinent anymore. Ask the King command. While I just saw it post.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and delete that, and then I'll re-add that later. All right. Ask the King command is now disabled. Thank goodness. Okay. Are we ready? 87 episodes. So
the meme! 87!
Of Ask the King. The show where I answer your questions.
By the way, I'm gonna say this right now. He is gonna force this show to go to episode 100. I guarantee you, once you get to episode 100, that's gonna be the last Ask the King. I guarantee it. I know that's what he's doing. I know his tricks.
Directly, in an extended format, a show made just for us to have detailed answers and discussion. All right? I hope you guys are ready for a fun show.
Well,
so you know,
the difference is that Ask the King, you get a roundabout answer.
I'm not a plural person, but I say we because now
that
I'm a live streamer and
you have to
literally
like decipher. While pre-stream, it's a little bit more like to the point than Ask the King.
I answer Twitter questions for people who posted up on my Twitter
difference.
earlier today when I asked them to. If we have time, I answer questions for my forums in the King of Hate. Excuse me, forums. I answer questions for the stream chat. I'm having a scrambled brain because I'm watching myself dance. I'm so distracted seeing me dance.
Oh my god,
10 years ago.
He can't do that.
And I can't.
He can't do that anymore. He's just doing this.
Okay, I answer forum questions, Twitter questions, and if there's time,
even I can do it. See, he can't do it because he sucks.
If you contribute during the show, whether that would be becoming a member, a super chat, a super sticker, or a tip, I will also shout out those contributions and usually answer questions if you attach them to those contributions as well. Okay.
You're welcome, Rudolph. You're welcome, buddy.
You feel like the dance is lit. Oh yeah, that dance from like 12 years ago.
I was gonna do it again.
Lit.
Oh.
Okay.
Does Grandpa know what lit means?
Got a super chat here from Gary, who basically said, "Are you gonna do a stream with LTG and Wings?" Yes. In fact, I've decided that moving forward,
you should.
All future content that I do will all be collaboration streams, either with LTG, Wings, or both. It's gonna be hot, spitting hot fire constantly with those guys. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be amazing. Okay.
Well, I thought it was going to get sexual.
Oh, okay.
It didn't,
so the Final Titan, who actually did a super chat earlier, says that he is actually Bobby M36 from Twitch. He's been watching for a really long time. He's not commenting. Sounds good, man. Thank you for the super chat.
Who's Bobby? Okay. I've never seen Bobby in his Twitch chat.
Let's jump right in. As you know, the show
sounds like a meme.
Lasts 2 to 3 hours, and I want to get some good answers in here for you guys. Let's do it. Okay? All right. So the first question, we start off with forum questions. All right. The first question for today's show, by the way, today's July 29th, 2021. This is the 87th episode of the show over the course of a decade. We're getting there. We're almost at 100, pretty much, next year or two, right? All right. So there's 3 completely separate questions, all from the same person, Nick P136. I felt like I should address them individually because all 3 of these...
See, he has to explain, I'm going to answer these 3 questions individually, okay? He has to do it one at a time. Get it?
Kind of separate questions, but they're all pretty good, I feel.
Like, holy shit, we get it.
Just the first question is as follows. How much credence do you give to the idea that games are less a labor of love now and that the heart of the creators of these games is now in the wrong place?
Wait, what?
The first question.
I want to hear this question.
How much credence do you give to the idea that games are less a labor of love now and that the heart of the creators of these games is now in the wrong place? What do you attribute most to it.
Everyone who works in video games probably loves what they do and they love their work. Half the stuff that happens when a game comes out is either a an agreement that they have to get through to put the game out, because they also have investors and publishers to please to make these games. So as much as these games can be bad, like Last of Us 2, which is a meme answer, sure is a bad game and has all this other stuff, but I could probably argue that the people who worked on the game probably loved what they did with the game. They probably loved working on it because they have their own passion with it. Like, people have their own passions with their creative endeavors, and I think it's kind of lame when people try to value other creative works when they haven't worked on it. Something like that, you know. That's my answer.
It's much like any industry, all right? And you're talking anything that has to do with competition, entertainment, anything. There are people who do it because they love it and they have their heart in it and they want to be creative. And then you have people who do it because they want a paycheck. Now, the truth of the matter is, in order to be successful, you need a happy medium between the two. Yes, every single video game that's made is meant to be a piece of gaming or art or a product that is to be monetized for transactional purposes to make money for your company, right? No one's making games and giving them out for free and saying, here, just enjoy my amazing game. I will charge you nothing for this. It's not happening. People need to make a living, okay? We get that. At the same time, in the past, I would admit, when I went to play games, a lot of the times you'd be, wow, what a nice artistic vision of a game. Wow, I played a game today that felt like it was groundbreaking and original and different. And you don't get that often these days.
But how often can they innovate? Like, people come up with these ideas. How often can people innovate and all this stuff? Like, how many Killer 7s can you really get? to be completely honest, I've heard this before, and I agree with it every day. Like, as the days pass, I find myself agreeing with this more and more. It is a miracle that things can be made, be it a video game, TV show, all this stuff. It's incredible that these things can be made because there's all this stuff that's around it, etc.
I mean, in the year of 2021 so far, how many truly original games can you say that you have played that isn't like something else you've already played in the past, or isn't just a tweak or an improvement on a formula of a game that you've already played?
I played a lot of games.
I would argue one of the most original games coming out in 2021 year is called 12 Minutes.
12 Minutes.
Yet. It's coming out later in August.
Oh my god, I'm tired of hearing about this fucking game.
Trying to solve a murder mystery, and it's like,
I'm sure the game is great, but I'm tired of hearing it.
Trying to find new clues every run. That seems interesting and original to me.
How does it seem original though? He just said it's like Groundhog Day. Not that original, dude. You know what I mean?
Outside of that, what game doesn't fall into an established genre of game? A shooter.
How is 12 Minutes not an established genre? A murder mystery is an established whatever.
A JRPG, right? FPS.
These are genres.
Sport, typical.
Oh my god, this dude is a fucking caveman.
Driving style title. You know what I mean?
Driving style title. Oh my god, this dude is a fucking peon. Holy shit, this dude
okay, what's different about
sucks.
this shooter? Oh, well, this one has some unique weapons. Oh, okay. But it's cover-based, kind of like Gears of War. Oh, all right. What's unique about this first person?
He gets mad when they say this game is like this game. From Mr. This game is like Dark Souls. But the thing is, when these PR people go around and say this game is like Gears of War or this game is like that, these are descriptive so people know what to expect. They're not saying, well, we took Gears of War, we just did this. It's just to describe it. Metroidvania is the fucking, like, the ultimate example of that. Because a lot of games follow that genre, and a lot of those games are original as well. This dude doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Sure. Oh my god.
It's got double jumping, wall running. We haven't seen that in a few years.
Oh, it's skipping because of me.
Maybe there's class system that's a little unique.
It's probably my end.
But it's still the same kind of first-person shooter you played 10.
Because it's been delayed on me. I'm gonna lower the quality. That's what's been kind of happening on me.
10 times. What I get is so funny to me. Every year now, there is a new online cooperative shooter game. Whether we're talking ones that are battle royale or looter shooter, but they're all the same fucking game over and over and over. And every year a game comes out and ends up being like a big seller. Oh, so many people are playing it. It's the top stream game on the internet right now. And I'm like, it's the same thing you've played before. Like, all it is people want the same shit over and over. What they're proving is that they don't want original games. What they want is they want to be spoon-fed the same game with a new, shiny coat of paint on it and think that it's new and act like they're playing something new, and they've already done it before. It's pretty frustrating because when these games usually come out that are unique, most people don't get to play them or even hear about them because all those other cookie-cutter fucking games that you've seen many times are the ones that get the big marketing budget.
Yeah, bitrate's
those
too
are the
big.
games that every popular streamer who's a shill gets paid
Who's a
to
shill?
play.
That's fair.
Oh my god, did you hear that? What was the fucking game that just came out like 2 months ago? The cooperative shooter that I don't hear anything about anymore, but it was like the best game of the month or something. I don't even remember what the name of the game was anymore. It's on Game Pass right now, I think. I can't even remember it. But it came out and everyone, oh, it's the biggest game. And now no one talks about it anymore. Why? Because it was pushed to the forefront by marketing. And then after that, you don't hear about it anymore. But people, yes, Outriders. There you go, Outriders.
Outriders?
The fuck is
He
that?
wanted to play
Who the fuck
Outriders.
cares about Outriders, right? It's a game that literally only got any popularity because of marketing. And then after that, oh, it's a fucking cooperative shooter. Yeah, I know. I played it. I played Destiny. I played fucking Apex Legends. I played this. I played fucking Borderlands. I played them all. They're the same fucking game 4,000 times. Where's the originality? When you're making the game for the dollar sign, because you know people like that genre, rather than to do something actually innovative and fun or artistic, you kind of lost the point.
You lost the point.
But the same thing happens in every industry. Take a look at sports, right? It used to be people did this for the love of the game. Oh my God, the true greats of sports used to be amazing people, and now it's like, they're doing it for the money. They're commercialized. They fucking
kind of fucked up.
1,000 endorsement contracts, and as soon as the money ain't there, they drop out. And they don't care about the sport anymore, right? Same thing with TV and movies. If it ain't profitable, who cares, right? So, you see what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
It happens in everything. It's not just video games. But I will definitely tell you right now, we're starting to hit that moment in gaming where it really feels like everything's been commercialized out the ass.
We are now just feeling as commercialized. Oh God, this dude is a fucking idiot. Fucking Neanderthal take.
Perhaps
this dude just wants to sound like he's super smart and big brain, but he's not a big brain. He's a baby brain.
Programs such as Microsoft Game Pass. All right, we're gonna finally see an effort to, I would say, not necessarily fix that, but at least with Game Pass, since you're not dropping full retail price on any game anymore, if you just have the subscription-based service, maybe it'll give people the opportunity to explore other genres and actually games that are innovating that don't get that big marketing push like a game like Outriders did, right?
But if But if they don't get a marketing push, no one will play it. Investors will back out. Like, it's a vicious cycle because investors want their money back. If a game's not profitable, they're not going to take the risk for it. Like, Alfred Hitchcock was pretty much like the Cuphead developers. Yeah, he put his house on mortgage to make Psycho. Psycho was not funded by a studio. No studio wanted to produce Psycho. And look at Psycho now.
I never heard about this game 12 minutes before. Let me actually give it a look because it's on Game Pass. I don't have to spend any money on it. Instead of, the only game I heard about all fucking month was this game that has an insane marketing budget because it's just made for money and it's not even anything innovative or interesting.
Because he got paid, he gets money. Twilight. That's why he thinks this.
Now at the same
he's
time,
an authority.
We got to realize something. All right, video games have now become a major commercial venture since the 1980s.
You gotta
increased more in the 90s, 2000s. Every decade it becomes bigger and bigger.
It's now
video games are now
profitable.
the biggest entertainment medium on the planet. With that being said,
I wouldn't say it's that big.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be harder to have game devs who are like, man,
like it's big, but it's not.
I'm into this for the love of it.
I don't think it's as big like that anymore.
Like, so different.
Like I don't think it's accurate to say it's bigger
because
now.
At one point you're going to say, well, I've seen everything. I've played everything. I've seen everything. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point.
But you feel like that because you've played games for like 40 years. You play games for so long. Of course you're gonna feel that way. But when you have new generations coming into gaming, everything will be new to them. People are gonna play fucking Death's Door, and they're not gonna say, "Oh, this is like Zelda." They're gonna be like, "Wow, this is Death's Door. This is cool."
You're gonna get to the point where it's like, all right, I've done everything in gaming. Why is this guy fucking spamming this command? I'm gonna ban this idiot from my chat. He's fucking spamming a command 100 times. What a dunce.
What
Stop
a dunce.
doing that, stupid. What a moron.
What a
Anyway,
moron. Oh.
Yeah, the point I'm making here is
Shouldn't I have banned him?
Moving forward to even
idiot.
find things that are considered artistic, original, or different when it comes to video games. So maybe it will eventually be, I guess we have to accept the fact that a lot of these games aren't innovative and don't feel artistic anymore, and they're really just pumped out for a dollar sign. I don't know. I mean, the most infamous offenders of this are by far the annual releases. The Maddens, the NBA 2Ks, the fucking
games
Call
that
of
you
Duty,
buy.
oh my god,
Call
right?
of Duty,
These
oh
games
my
you play, they
god.
don't feel innovative. They just don't. They feel like you're playing the same game every year, yet they're charging for it every year. It's a complete fucking ripoff. There's no artistic fucking creativity in those games. Those are pumped out literally to pad the pockets of the people in charge of those companies. All right, so until people stop supporting this kind of crap, it's not going to change. Like that, ultimately, this stuff is in the
now the idea of people need to stop supporting these games and all this stuff. This point is in a great utopia, it would work out. Like, if this game doesn't pan out, they'll focus on indie titles. They'll give those a chance, etc. But that's never gonna happen. Most of the time, these companies will see this game fail and be like, okay, we're not going to give this studio or this game a chance, and we're just going to focus on stuff that's even more safe and more generic and more bland, and it'll lead them to do more bland entries. So, to not buying it isn't really the end-all answer. It's mostly, you need to support the indie games that have the things that you're looking for, and that will be a better turnout than not buying something. Like, if no one buys the Switch OLED, let's say, no one buys that console, that'll just tell Nintendo to not make a new iteration of a console. Like, do not do a enhanced version of a console. And they'll make a whatever console, then that's gonna be the console you're gonna deal with for years on years until the sequel comes out or whatever the fuck.
Of the consumer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people didn't pay for that crap every year, then it wouldn't make money for these companies. They wouldn't do it. They would actually have to say, oh man, I guess Madden ain't selling anymore, so I guess we actually have to do some innovation this year and try to put out something that's worth buying. But people keep buying Madden. It really, ultimately, the power is always in the hands of the consumer. And so when I hear people complaining about the industry, right, I say, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, obviously there's demand for it. Maybe it's not the same group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the people who are complaining aren't probably the people who are supporting those games, though.
Is probably not the same person who buys Madden every year. The person who buys Madden may play Madden and 2 other games a year, and that's all they play, because that's the kind of person that they are. They're not the mainstream hardcore gamer playing every other game. Admittedly,
it's kind of
those yearly outings that are minimal effort, minimal innovation, are absolutely changing the industry. You're seeing companies and major publishers saying, these are our bread and butter. These are the games that we know we can make tons of money on every year. So keep pumping them out, because that's what allows us to then maybe take a chance on a different kind of game. All right. It's just tough. I would like to see more artistic games. I absolutely would. I want to see games that innovate. I feel like the first 5 years of me doing this full time for a living, when I was playing games like BioShock Infinite and the Uncharted's when they were coming out and were new releases, and you know what I mean? Like, I could think of these innovative games, these games that kind of stood out when they were coming out and they blew you away when you played them. And today it's like, okay, it's another cookie cutter game. It's another cookie cutter game. When's the innovation? Even my favorite game of this year, Resident Evil 8 Village, is my favorite game so far for 2021. By far, it's the one I enjoyed the most playing. Did it really innovate that much? I mean, it had some photorealistic graphics, sure. But outside of that, did it really innovate that much? Not really.
But who plays games looking for innovation? Like, what is this meme? Like, what innovation is he looking for? It's a fucking video game. Like, what? I don't get it. It's like he's expecting every developer to be Suda51 and to make these weird trippy games that have all this like stuff that's not linear or traditional, but like, it's Resident Evil 8. Like, what can they do? What can they do to innovate the franchise? And then they innovate it, he'll just say, oh, that's not Resident Evil. It's kind of stupid and not even intelligent to just say it needs to innovate without any example as what he wants them to innovate on. What part of Resident Evil 8 did he want to innovate on? And then he likes the Resident Evil 2 remake, even though that's just like whatever. You get it.
It was pretty much, it was Resident Evil 7 with a more open world, and it was kind of similar.
It's like Resident Evil 7, but they gave it a more open world. Isn't that innovative? They made an open world game with it. It's a bigger world in Resident Evil 8. Isn't that innovative?
Gameplay mechanics. So,
like, what do you want?
Where do you find, again, you have to find like a happy medium. You know what I'm saying? Where is that happy medium? Because these companies do absolutely need to make profit in order to finance more creative projects. But does that mean that 98% of their efforts go into the same shit you've already played, nothing creative, just to make a buck, and then maybe you get one innovative game a year? Where's the balance there? I don't know.
Yeah, they need to innovate. Well, how should they innovate? I don't know.
Will there be a certain point of diminishing returns with graphics being pushed over generations where they'll all be amazing? In turn, focus will shift back to gameplay, or might games go for different art styles to stand out? It really is an issue to care about. Is it really an issue to care about, or are games good enough now that it's inconsequential? I mean, I will tell you, basically at this point, some of these games we're playing are really photorealistic. Like Detroit Become Human. Like I just said, like games like Resident Evil 8 and other recent releases around that time frame. Like, if you look at these games coming out, you're like, how can they really improve any more on the graphics from the way that they are? And
yeah.
So argue, well,
technology will never improve. It will never advance. Graphics are perfect as they are now. They're amazing. So this is another issue that these babies have. So obviously from the N64 to the PS2 to the PS3, these are big strides in technology. Like these are huge leaps. Now when we're getting these leaps in technology, it's not easy to discern because it's good enough. Whatever, it is what it is. But technology will always be improving in many other ways, in other venues. All this stuff is it's a much more technical thing. So saying that, what's the point or whatever? Like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be different visual styles and all this stuff, and people don't like it half the time. Like,
increase the frame rate, increase the detail, and stuff like that. Rather than focusing mainly on just the graphical models of the characters, maybe there's other things we could tweak. Lighting, right? The big thing right now is lighting. How you can do the real-time lighting generation and all that shit. What do they call it? Anti-aliasing and shit. And
anti-aliasing is new?
In these games now.
What?
That normally wouldn't have been possible on console. Ray tracing, right? Oh my god.
Ray tracing?
Ray tracing enabled on PS5 is like the biggest thing right now.
Does he even know what ray tracing is? Because so far he only says ray tracing is to do with reflections and shit, but ray tracing is a little bit more than just that. It's also like spawning enemies off screen. Like, it's stuff that's happening, like, that's outside what's shown to you. From what I last heard about it, there's a lot more to ray tracing than just reflections.
Now, okay? Does it necessarily add a ton to the game? No. If you played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart with or without ray tracing, I don't think it changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit. Wow, that was cool.
Did he even play the game with ray tracing on or off?
Okay, back to the action. You see? So basically for me, like, graphics are absolutely a concern, but for me, as long as the game is fun and has a gameplay loop that hooks me, I really don't care that much.
These people who are like, I don't care about graphics, like DSP. I want him to buy a game that's AAA, that looks like an N64 game on the PS5. I want to see Mr. I don't care how it looks is gonna respond. This dude has complained about PUBG for how it runs and how it looks. He complained about how the graphics looked in Flight Simulator. I know, right? He has complained about how games look. He initially wanted to skip Outriders because it ran at 30 FPS. And this dude is telling us, I don't care how games look. Okay, buddy.
Some people are the opposite. Some people are these graphics nerds, really.
Graphic
nerds. God. The game must run at a full 60 frames. I'm not even touching it. Shit like that.
This dude skipped Outriders because it was 30 frames. Oh my god.
Are we getting to the point where it's inconsequential? No. Especially when people are paying for these next-gen consoles. They're expecting a step up. If you're paying $500 for a new console and the game looks the same as it does on the last-gen console, there's obviously a problem there, right? The good news is, at the very least, even if the graphics don't look much better, there's been other improvements. For example, loading times have been dramatically reduced on these newer consoles.
Whoa, it's like they're running on the SSDs, dude. Whoa. That's incredible. Wow.
So, what I would argue is graphics are important, but they're not the end-all be-all of a game. If graphics were important, you never would see hit indie games, right? Who would have played Undertale if graphics were important?
The delay must be massive.
Virally popular,
if you guys are just talking about Detroit,
if graphics were important.
Damn.
It wouldn't have. People would have been, oh, look at those games. They look like shit, man. I'm not playing that. That's not the case. These games can be popular for other reasons. That's a good thing. In my opinion, there's room for games to have groundbreaking, amazing graphics and blow you away, but there's also room for an indie title to come out that doesn't look great but plays fun and, you know, has a cool addictive loop and you can play it with friends. That also has a place in gaming right now, you know, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing that it's not all about just
no, the delay's not that bad.
State-of-the-art graphics and that's it. I do like the fact that you can have games that have a more retro feel and they're still popular. But the thing is, and I think this is the core of what Nick is asking, have we hit a point in graphical development that now game developers are going to say, well, we've done all we can with the graphics, now we have to go back to innovating gameplay? Because honestly, that really is where we're lacking right now.
Oh my god, no innovation
of gameplay in the last few years. How many games can you say you played and you felt like you were playing something completely different from anything else?
But what are you looking for?
A single game like that. I mean it. Like, usually whatever game you play is a tweaking of a previous game engine or a previous genre to become best in class. Like Ghost of Tsushima last year did absolutely nothing completely innovative, but by perfecting certain things that I've done in other games, became kind of a best in class example.
Fuck off.
You see?
Ghost of Tsushima reinvented the wheel. This dude has shat on Horizon Zero Dawn for doing similar shit, and then says, well, no, see, that's different. Horizon Zero Dawn is bland and stupid, while this game is, that takes, oh my god, I fucking hate his fucking take on Ghost of Tsushima. That is such a fucking bland-ass take.
Same thing with God of War from a couple years ago. Was that game...
And you know what's even funny? You know what's funny, Mr. Innovate Man? Death Stranding literally innovates everything. It's a game that you've never played before, and he didn't like the game for doing it. He didn't like the gameplay. He didn't like that it was the have to deliver packages. He didn't like anything about it. He liked the story, but didn't like the gameplay. But the gameplay was innovative because it was not the same experience. What other game can you say play like that? You can't. This is a good face. Uh-oh. What the fuck? That was weird. I don't know. There we go.
Breaking, oh my god, I'm doing things I've never done in a game before? No. But did it have a great story, great motion capture, great graphics, great gameplay, open world exploration, ton of content? Yes. So it did everything good, it just didn't blow you away with something new. See what I'm saying?
And how much money does he...
games that gamble, and sometimes the gamble pays off and sometimes it doesn't.
Whatever.
I'll give you an example here that a lot of people are going to kind of cringe at. Death Stranding. I feel that Death Stranding took 2 gambles by becoming a game that took a really crazy chance.
But, like, Phil, guess what? If you want games to innovate and all this stuff, they innately have to be gambles. That's the thing.
On doing crazy gameplay that you've never done in any game before, but at the same time made the game more about the arcing narrative and an overall narrative of the game rather than the gameplay. Kojima actually said the gameplay of the game is not meant to be entertaining. He literally said that. He said the point of the gameplay is to push the story across. The fact that everyone's separated, it's an arduous, long task to get these people connected again. That was the point.
I don't think he said that.
The plot of the game. But the question is...
No, I think he's jumbling up. I think what Kojima said, I think Kojima kind of dunked on Call of Duty players. He was like, yeah, this game's not a shooter, like those baby games. I don't know, something like that, whatever.
Was that a fun game to play? And it really wasn't. Like, the gameplay sucked shit. But the story was groundbreakingly amazing. I loved the story of that.
Okay, I'm gonna just restart OBS. Okay, guys? I'll be right back.